emulsify that rise. It is no longer your lips, yet I apply. He gave up his life so I could walk in freedom. He paid up the price.
Hello, hi you guys, welcome back. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It's been so long. I'm excited. Sorry, excuse my excitedness, but welcome back, y'all. Have you guys missed us? Like, we definitely missed y'all. Like, we gotta catch y'all up because it's been so long. Jay.
I feel like it's literally been almost a year.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, April was the last time. But the thing is, we had recorded a lot of videos. And I have a video ready to edit. And I don't know why, but I just stopped. It was just a lot going on after April. Everything has just been moving fast this year, but this year has been good. I can't lie. It had its ups and downs, but it's been really good, and we've been really busy. I was telling Jade on the phone, I was like, I hope people don't think we fell out because we don't post, we're not posted and all that type of stuff. But we literally are on the phone every day.
Yeah, we just haven't recorded something for everyone to see.
And we went to Jamaica this year.
Oh yeah, because we filmed in April, and so we went in May.
Yes.
June, May.
It was June. First. No, it was May. Was it? Because you remember it was for my birthday. Yes. Yeah, it was supposed to be for my birthday, but it was a week after my birthday. But so yeah, in May, and then we been back and forth to Atlanta. I'm talking about just been hanging out literally. I think we really value our friendship so much that we don't care to put a camera in front of us or stuff like that. Yes, but we definitely missed the podcast, for sure. We would talk about it all the time. I'd be like, girl, I'm coming up there, we gonna film and all that type of stuff. We done forgot the equipment.
That, and we come up here and do everything but when we're at the mall, out restaurants eating, we're trying to go bowl.
Yes, just but I want to start us off with so far, what has 2024 taught you so far?
So I go first?
Yes.
Oh man, that's kind of hard. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, so 2024 has taught me to be okay in the unknown, and just learn how to just move in the unknownness and fully trying to trust God and what his plan for my life, and operate in his will and not my own.
Good. That's really good. Was there a specific experience that taught you that, or?
Yeah, I would just say I know I talked about this before, but the ideal in my head about how my life is supposed to look in comparison to others. Yeah. I think that's just where I'm at. I would think that my life will look a little different. Not saying my life is bad. I really do love my life. I think it's a good life. But there are just some milestones that I thought I would have hit by now or be about to hit, and I'm just not there. And I could be about to hit them. I don't know what God has in store for me, but they're just not there yet. And so just working in the unknown.
For sure. That's good what you said. I just wanted I've been we've been talking about this for a minute, especially we talk about different stories in the Bible where we talk about Sarah, how it took her years. She was in her 90s when she had Isaac, and how the Israelites had to go 40 years. It was supposed to be was it 7 years, or
I think 7.
It wasn't supposed to take long, but their journey ended up being 40 years, and it's just it's all of this is a day to God.
literally
a day to us is 1,000 years to him. So or vice versa.
1,000 years to us is a day to him. Yep. I know what you mean.
Right. But for me, I would definitely say I've grown deeper in my relationship with God. Last year was the year that I really committed and really put myself, really gave my life to Christ. But that was the talk, and this year was the walk. And like I fasted for the first time, like very genuinely. And you remember when I was fasting, it was a struggle. Like I fasted for 28 days in June, and the way God showed up for me and made himself present, like there was no way I could deny it. There was no way, like, and I used to listen to people like be like, oh my gosh, God, people talk about like how God showed up for them, or they talked to God, or they heard God, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to feel some type of way, because I was like, God, could you show up for me like that? Like, could you make yourself known to me like that? And I'm telling you, after that fast, like it wasn't even after, it was like in the middle of the fast, he made it so clear to me. And I'll tell you, I'll just go into how he did it was, I was asleep. And I was actually going through sleep paralysis. And I've gone through sleep paralysis before, and when I used to go through sleep paralysis, I used to just say the name Jesus, and literally the demon or the succubus energy would flee. And this time it didn't work. I called on Jesus and it did not work. I was in the middle of my I was asleep, but this was during the time I was fasting. And like I was just like, I just felt like myself just go sinking deeper and deeper. And then I literally said the words, I literally said John 3:16. And I was just like, no, I was like, God, help me. Like, what's something how can I get this, like, combat this? It's not getting off of me. I'm saying the word Jesus. And God was just like, say a verse. And I'm like, I don't know a verse. I just know John 3:16. He's like, say it. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to relate to what's going on now. And he was like, say it. So I was like, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, and through him you have eternal life. And like fled. Instantly got off of me, and like I cried. I felt like, in when Jesus was being tempted, and after the devil fled, like the angels came. And I literally felt like that. Like I literally felt that way, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I was thinking, like, God, that was literally God talking to me, telling me. And then after that happened, God was just like, you need to get in your verse. I want you to turn to Matthew. And the verse, I think it was like Matthew 6. It was basically the Lord's Prayer.
Okay, yeah.
Matthew's, and I read, and he's like, I want you to memorize that. And I've been working on it. I'm like, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And you're like, I literally, and like since that has happened, like it hasn't happened, and I'm not going to say it won't happen again, because it definitely you can't, stuff like that stuff happened and it's real, but you got to have the armor. And it really helped me realize that you got to have the shield of God, the protection of God. And it also veiled to me that I have a covenant somewhere that needs to be broken, because there's no way that this energy, this demon felt comfortable with attacking me, and I was in such a vulnerable place. So just I don't want to go too deep, but it was a lot. So I definitely, that's one of the things. And then I just asked God to reveal a lot of things, and he revealed, he removed, he replaced, he rewarded, he did a lot for me. And I'm just so happy. I'm happy with the relationship that we get. It's just like I always feel like it's never 50-50 with me and God. It's always 100% him. And just, I'm like, what can I do to just show my gratitude to you? Like, it's just giving my life to him is the least that I could do.
And
I
then
feel
also,
like
you forgot to say that you got baptized. Like, I was
like
you say that part.
Yes. And then right after that, I got baptized. But girl, after I got baptized, like I got attacked again.
That's when the real fight was on. Real fight.
But yes, I got baptized. Me, my sister, and my nephew. We all got JK. That was your niece and my niece. Oh yes, my niece Raven. She didn't even know she was gonna get baptized. And she got baptized, and it felt good because we got baptized by Apostle Pitts. I love her to pieces. Like, you need somebody like that. Like, Jade is my person that, and then I feel like Apostle Pitts, she just like, she brings us together, and she done gave us anointing oil. She done gave us tools, and I think she's definitely you need people like that in your team, on your side, and she definitely educates me and makes me more aware of the spiritual side, because what we fight is definitely more than flesh and blood.
Absolutely. Principalities. But
yes, I got baptized. It was so amazing, like coming up out of that water. Like, I could see how I just felt like I felt brand new. Like, it was the first time in my life that I felt like all the stuff that I had did, and everything, because I did a lot just this year, that I just was like, I'm not walking in my path right. I'm not walking the walk, or I'm not being right. Like, it felt like all of that was just went away.
Yeah. No, I can get behind it. No, I'm happy.
Yes.
It was nice seeing you get baptized. I know you already had got saved, but then you just waiting to get baptized. It was just nice finally see that come full circle.
You know, the enemy used to tell me all the time when I was growing up, you'll never get baptized. And I used to hear all the time, because I was raised around like Christian people, like Southern Baptist Christian people, and they always was like, well, if you don't get baptized, you going to hell, you know.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow.
And I don't believe that. I do believe it is something that you need to do as a Christian.
Yeah, it's a big debate, because I know some people were like, well, you don't have to get baptized because, the guy on the cross, when he died with Jesus, he, accepted Jesus Christ. And, Jesus said that, surely I tell you, like, after today, you die, like, you'll be in heaven, or you'll be in paradise with me and my Father. I think he said something like that. I could be wrong, but he said something along those lines.
Yeah.
But then people were like, argue, like, well, that's before Christ died. But then after, I think Jesus said, like, to be born through, like, water. Like, no, you have to be born again. And not through a woman, something like that. I could, because he was talking to the that one guy, Nicodemus. I wanted to he was talking to Nicodemus about, because he had asked him, like, how he came to Jesus, was like, how does one accept you or become something like that, become a Christian? It's something. I believe it was Nicodemus and Jesus they were talking.
Yes, but I do feel like once you accept Jesus in your life, and you really do believe that he is your Lord and Savior, and you walk the walk, because he says, if you love me, you keep my commands. Yes. So if you definitely walk the walk, try to keep the commands, and definitely accept Jesus in your life, you are saved. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's a big debate.
It is. But I do feel like it is something that you need to do. Like, it's a public
confession.
Proclamation that you are accepting, and you declare that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. So it's definitely needed in this walk. I won't ever say you need to get baptized. Like, please, it's the renewing, it's refreshing. It's like your old self is in that water. Like, you come back out brand new.
Yeah, so you crucified. You crucified with Christ, and you come back up renewed. So
yes. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, but how did it feel like traveling out of the world? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
the first we traveled.
We did.
What else did we do? Like,
we definitely traveled. So we went to Jamaica, like we said. What else have we done this year?
I feel like we fasted.
I know I haven't. So I said I haven't fasted this year.
That maybe was me and Twin. Yeah.
I don't know. What did we do? Like, now I'm trying to recap, and I just really don't remember.
This year went by really fast.
It really did. Like, this year was wild. I know, like, I traveled a couple of times, a lot for work. Not a lot. I think this is the year I traveled the most for work. Because, like, I traveled to DC. That's where I'm based out of, but I work in Atlanta. So, I don't know. That's really about it. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to mind.
Yeah.
But I know we talked about what has this year taught us. I want to ask you, what are your three? Give me your top biggest three things that happened this year that you're just like amazed by. Like your three biggest highlights this year, or your top three highlights this year.
Okay, so my top highlights, I would be my trust in God.
Okay.
Like seriously, like it's been, cause I didn't used to trust God with, I didn't trust nobody with nothing.
So give me something that happened this year. Like give me three events, three things that happened this year. Like three events that happened that made you like, that you highlight as 2024 check off.
Okay, so I'll say with my job, because I've been with my job for a minute now, but I hadn't been like hired on full time, and it got to the point where I was just trusting God with like, okay, I'm prepared, because it was a nice job, and I was like, I'm prepared to leave this job if this not what you want for me. And with growing with you, I learned that I have standards, and I'm not going to keep working anywhere giving my all, and I'm not getting benefits. I'm not doing all of this. It's just basically I'm not doing it at all. So I'm just like, Lord, let it be your will. Like if you want, and then what I say, I trust him, because I didn't have like really a backup plan. I had another job lined up, but I knew I wasn't going to like it. So I ended up going to my manager and like really standing up for myself a little bit, like really. And I love her, she's so sweet. Like she heard me and how I felt, and she was just like, she offered me the full-time position. And not only in that position, when I stood up for myself, like they even offered another temporary person their position as well. So it kind of, I feel like, I don't want to say like if it wasn't for me, like they wouldn't have offered the person, but I do feel like they would have kept like extending the contract if I didn't be like, hold on, like, okay, we've been working here or something. So I felt I'm trusting God, and I stood up for myself. So that's one. Two, you said, what was it, like the three things?
Like your three big events that happened this year, like three like notable events that happened this year that you can top 2024 off with.
I had a lot of events. I just can't note it. Like, oh yeah, me and my mom. Okay. Our relationship, I've probably touched on it a little bit in this podcast, but we have not been in the best place. And I think this is the best place I've been with my mom in years. Like a most healthy place. Like it's healthy, where she respects me and I respect her. Like our boundaries. Same with my father too. Like me and my father, we're in a healthy place as well. We weren't really in a messed up place, but we are. I'm learning how important it is to have my parents and like really love on both of them, and they love on me. And my dad even gave me a car this year. So that was crazy. I've been begging for him to give me a car since I was in high school. Since I didn't get my license when I was in high school, but I've been always begging him for a car. He always had cars. Like he kept cars, but finally he gave it to me, and he just gave it to me in the time of my life where I didn't even need it, but he gave it to me, and I appreciate it even more. So that was one. And my last, I feel like I'm being long-winded because I want to hear yours. I just had it in my head. It was me and my mom. And what else? I'm getting brain fog.
Here, would you say baptized?
Baptized was good. Yeah.
No, that's not like your like top three, is it? Or is it competing with something else?
It's competing with something else, because it was something major what God had did for me, and I was just like, I can't remember. But don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, it's up there. It's like it's kind of hard. A lot has happened this year.
I may add the baptism, because that was like something I've been wanting to do as a little girl, and it means the world to me now that I'm doing it as I'm older. So I would say the baptism, because it was very beautiful. Jade came all the way down here. Miss Pitts got in our water. Jew, my nephew, he was adding up, but he did pretty good. My niece 7, she would walk around like she owned the house. But yeah, what was it? It wasn't even material things, but you can go. I'm gonna come back. What about you?
I asked you this question. No, I don't have my 3. Dang, I should have been more prepared. I would say like my first one would probably be going out of the country for the first time. Went to Jamaica because that was my first time officially being out of the country, like in another country. And I went with you and your sister, some of my favorite people. So that was so nice, so fun, relaxing, laughing nonstop. My second one would probably be when my family, like my uncle and his like wife and my cousin, like they had came down and like it was just like everybody in our, like everybody came to my apartment and we were all just like hanging out and just talking. And for that moment, it was just like time. It just felt really good to be close to everybody because like they were in Kansas for a couple of years and now they're in North Carolina, so they're a little bit closer. And like me and my uncle are pretty tight. Like we talk on the phone every day. Like we do similar lines of work. So it's just really cool. It was just really nice to have everybody. My dad was with my brother, everybody. So it was just really nice to have everybody in my apartment and we were just talking and like having family time. I don't know. It's just weird to say. And then my third one, this is just really weird. Like it's a tie between you getting baptized and then also like Easter. And so, cause Easter, we were trying to film and I had left you here because I had to go serve at church. And I felt so bad because I didn't have too much food in here for you to eat. So I was like trying to rush back. And like literally for Easter at my church, we were like, I served. So instead of listening to the sermon that day, we were like running around, getting everything ready to like set up for desserts for everybody when they come out to like serve them. And I don't know, for some reason, it was just nice because I was literally serving people dessert. And for some reason, I was like complaining about how I had to do it. And then once I started doing it, I had so much joy and fulfillment. And, like, literally seeing people come up and like get desserts and be like, it was just really weird. I didn't know I was going to be that fulfilled and joy. And I was like, I was so focused on like, dang, I didn't get listened to the sermon. Like, dang, I missed the sermon. But I was setting up and then serving them. And it was just like very nice to like be at church and like serving people and see them so happy and so joyous that you know, getting desserts.
That's good.
So I would just say those 3, like /4, because your baptism were like the 4 highlights of this year.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, that's good. That is good. It's nothing like serving people. Like that's part of community. So.
It is. And I see myself actually really liking it more. Like I actually really love like serving.
That's good.
Yeah, I remember someone telling me I have a servant heart, and I was like, wow, like I didn't even know that. Like that touched me to like say that they said that. I was like, wow, I didn't even. That's cool that you could see that.
Right.
Yeah, I would never have thought.
It's so crazy how certain people can see stuff in you that you don't even see.
Yeah, because I would have never thought that. But I was like, okay, but that's a nice compliment. I don't think someone has ever said that to me, so it was really nice.
Yes, that's really good. Yeah. That's good. So I want to get in the spirit of that because that's what Jesus was. Like, he washed people's feet. Like,
served others.
Yeah, so I definitely want to get into that spirit.
You definitely have
I find myself getting annoyed sometimes when I feel like I have to do it. I feel like it's more genuine when I want to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you're going to have to serve people and you're going to, like you said, like you have to serve. You have to serve, but at the end, you don't have to serve, but you signed up for it.
Yeah.
And you was like, but you ended up liking it. Like I feel like, yes, that's how you do it. Like even if you do it even if you don't feel like doing it. And
one tidbit is just like I'm an introvert, so like I can be an outrovert. I can be an extrovert. Jang, I cannot talk. Thank you. I could be an extrovert, but like if I don't have to, I won't. So I think serving has shown me that like, hey, show up. Be extroverted for a couple hours, and then you can go back and be introverted.
Same.
So it's nice.
I feel you because definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know if you have any questions. I was gonna say, what are you hoping for in 2025?
I'm just hoping for like just growing more and getting more in depth with Christ. More like I think, and this is part of walking with him too, like he takes a lot of stuff away from you, but he replaces as well. And I think this year I was more so mourning what he took from me and asking why than really being thankful and grateful that he did take. So I think I want to get gratitude and thanks for the removal, because a lot of people and things have been removed this year that I'm just like, it felt like a mass exodus. I'm like, Jesus, what? But I learned that I learned through Christ that, well, first, Christ is the truth. Like, I didn't really know that in the beginning, but literally, I always knew that the devil was a liar. But I always didn't like really think about it, but it's so true. Like, the devil is a liar and Christ is the truth. He says it. He's the truth. I am the way, the life. Anything, everything has to go through him. So that means he is the truth. Like, everything is the truth. So what I had to learn is I had to, especially since he lives within me, I need to start being true to myself and dealing with some things that I'm struggling with, and rejection and attachment are like one of the main things that I've realized this year that I've struggled with. And it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, you know what, God, I'm not gonna do this on my own. I'm not gonna try to heal on my own, because that's where I always fell short at. I'm gonna allow you to work with me in this area. And it's been good so far. It's been good, but I could do better, and I'm going to do better in 2025, and also work on my consistency too.
I like how you said you're going to do better. Like, I like that. Just speaking that and like bringing it into life. Like, yeah, not try, but I'm going to do better.
Yeah, I'm going to do better. I just know it because Christ is in me. Like,
absolutely.
What about you?
Yeah. See, you always do this, and I'm like, I feel like I'm next.
You be asking me the question.
I know, and I'm thinking. I would just say like being more obedient.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes and like coincides with, consistent. I think just being more obedient, and then just deconstructing or tearing down any idols that I have.
Oh, that's good. We gotta do a. Yeah, I think we did an episode on that already.
I think we need to do another episode, because I think I still have similar idols, if not the same idols, that I'm still working through. So yeah, just tearing down those idols and like not trying to compare my life to someone else's. And getting caught up in all of that.
For sure.
I think that's what I'm working on. And just trusting God more. For sure.
For sure. Well, that's good. Definitely in 2025, we're going to work on being consistent more, because we really do enjoy filming and coming up with different like topics and ideas to bring with you all. And we love hearing from you all as well. So definitely, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and definitely giving us a like and a thumbs up, we would truly appreciate it. And
very much.
Also, if you want to stay connected with us, you can follow us on TikTok. We're at Peachable_moment. Is it Peachable_moment? I'm sorry,
yes,
y'all.
Peachable.
Peachable_moment.
It's been a minute, y'all.
We're on Spotify. I know, right? We're on Spotify, Peachable Moment, Apple Podcast, Peachable Moment, and Instagram, Peachable_moment. So if you could give us a follow, we would appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you later.
Alrighty.
Bye.